Hi everyone, welcome back to the last card of today's card class. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed making the cards so far. So for our last card, this is what it looks like. I love the different variety of colours on this one, and the colour pattern reflects the same colours, I believe, in the pattern on the DSP. I've used a little bit of an embossed layer on the background, and I've actually used one of the mini embossing folders, so it looks like this. Obviously the piece of card is quite wide, but what this does is it leaves a really nice plain strip showing down each side, and I really like that look. Okay, so they fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We've got some more clouds, and I've left the inside nice and blank. So for this you'll need your final card kit, and in there you've got a card base that's cut from Bermuda Bay card. You've got your embossed layer with those lovely dots. You've got a piece of white for inside, and you'll have two clouds that have been punched out with the cloud punch. I've also got here some scrap white, which is what I'm going to stamp my rainbow onto. So very straightforward, this card. We're going to add our embossed piece, and I'm having it so that the raised side is facing up. Okay, and we can stick our white piece inside as well. Like so. So that's our card all started. We can now put that to one side while we create our rainbow. And just like in card number 3, I'm going to use the stamping platform for this. Because our rainbows are all positioned where we want them, we're going to revert back to having the plate this side with the other notches at the top. And we're going to bring in our piece of card. Now, if you remember rightly, in the previous video, I lined this up with the edge of this second notch here. So I'm going to add my magnets, just make sure that's where we need it to be, and we can start stamping. Okay. So we're going to add Magenta Madness first, so our pink colour first. Give that a really good ink. Bring it over and push it down. I don't think I've put enough ink that side, so that's fine. What we can do is just bring our ink back in. I'm just going to move that magnet ever so slightly out of the way and give it a good press. It's still doing it. Like so. All done. So that's a really nice dark looking rainbow arch. Pick it up, turn it over. The next colour we're using is Mango Melody. So give that a good ink. Bring it over. And that's moved slightly. I did give these a little clean between, so just moving that over a little bit. See if that helps. No. I think the arch has moved. I must have moved it when I cleaned it, which is fine. Give that a good clean on our grid pad. This is what grid paper is for. And then let's put that back into place. That's good there. Keeps moving. We could have stamped this already if we used the traditional way. But never mind, that wouldn't be fun, would it? Brilliant. Okay, so that's now where we need it to be. So let's give that a bit more ink, bring it over and give it a stamp. Perfect, that's where we wanted that to be. Close our ink pad, bring in our next plate. Now, if you remember rightly, when we stamped before, we had that arch there. So I'm going to take that off, pop that back on my stamp. And now we can go in with our next image. Okay. Pick that up, and we're going to stamp this one in Granny Apple Green. Perfect. And then the last one we have is Bermuda Bay. So let's bring Bermuda Bay in. Let's just check where we put that stamp. That needs to move a little bit as well because that yellow one had moved. Lovely, so that is our rainbow, nicely finished. Let's just take that out, pop that back, and now we can go ahead and trim round this. I'm just following the edge of it round, leaving a little border showing. Okay, let's bring our card back in, make sure it's up the right way, and we can stick that down on our card with some dimensionals. Actually, we're not going to stick it down. I lied, we've got to sort our clouds out. So I am going to take that dimensional off, and I actually want to stick our cloud, our rainbow, to our cloud. So I'm going to have that. So it's about there. So I've added it so you've got a little bit of a gap between the edge of the cloud and our arch of our rainbow. I can now pop that dimensional back on, and we can stick that to our card front. Okay. Oh, I haven't taken the backs off of these. That's it. So that's stuck down like so. We're now going to take our second rainbow. We're going to add a bit of glue, and I want to add this so that it overlaps just ever so slightly. Okay, so you've got like a double rainbow effect. And then the last thing we've got to do is our sentiment. Okay, so our sentiment, I'm using that Happy Birthday again from the Blossoms in Bloom stamp set, and cutting it into a little word, a little sentiment banner. That's quite messy actually. I'm just going to do another one. I must have jogged myself with my stamping. That's better. Much, much neater. Okay. And then we have it all done. Trim that into a nice width banner. I'm just making sure the level of black at the top and bottom of the sentiment is equal as much as possible. Okay, and then this one is just going to get stuck down so that it overlaps the cloud and the bottom arch of our rainbow. And actually on the other card that's moved in a little bit, so let's move that in a little bit. And there we have it, our 4th card all finished for the day. I do hope you've enjoyed them. Just going to put these in the shot for you so you can see them all together. And there we have it, our finished set of rainbow cards. I do hope you enjoyed them. I look forward to seeing your finished makes. And if you don't forget to upload them into the finished project album that's in the group. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed making the cards today. And if you have any feedback, please do let me know. Thanks then. Bye for now.